So I finally said last year that I was gonna start up my own gig, and I started the initial process this fall, and it's getting there. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of work, obviously, and it's gonna take even more work now because now I'm on the road, and this is the time of year that people start thinking of that nasty tree in their yard that they want gone. They don't think about that stuff in the winter. They think about it in the summer and the spring. Well, that's when I'm away. So my hope and plan is to have enough sustained work where I can just say goodbye to the road and just hop right into doing my own thing. I have a buddy at home that used to do what I do. He used to work on the road. He's got 2 young boys, he's got a wife, and she had enough of it. So he got off the road. He had enough of it as well. Got off the road, went to go work for the city. Well, he had spin around the idea of opening his own business as well. And he was working at the city full time, and then when he was done working there, he would go work his company or his side gig at the time it was. And he did that for about 5-6 months. Then his wife finally came to him and she said, look, you gotta pick. You're never home. You gotta pick one or the other. And so he chose to go out on his own fully with his business after 5 months. He's been in business for 1.5 years now. He cleared $300,000 last year. He's got himself a skid steer. He's got himself a dump trailer, and it gives me inspiration to know that I can do it too. Because when he started, he literally just used the tools that he had. He worked out of his beat up Dodge pickup truck and used whatever tools that he had. He didn't go out and buy new tools. He didn't even go out and buy tools. He used what he had for a while. And then pretty soon he started getting bigger jobs. And then pretty soon he started getting subcontracted. So then he started to need more of, more tools and more, skid steer and the dump trailer and all that, all this stuff. So, and that's kind of how I started. I got my climbing gear and my saws. That's it. And if I need a trailer, I borrow my buddy's trailer, and that's, I give him $100 or a couple $100 here and there, just deal out. He's letting me borrow it, and then that's it. That's what I do, and it works. But I'm not gonna go out and start on my own and then put myself in a crap pile of debt. I'm not gonna do that. Not off the bat. Everything I got, I own it free and clear, pickup included. So I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about making any payments. So just as the jobs come to me, I obviously have my financial backing, aka work. So if you got the mindset, you can do anything. Legitimately, you can do anything that you put your mind to. It's amazing. If you're confident in yourself, you're confident in what you're doing, you believe in what you're doing. The only person that could ever make anything fail or succeed is you. I can either choose to make this succeed, or I can choose to make this fail. That decision is mine, and I choose to make it succeed. So I feel like I'm rambling now. This is just a short video. When I get to the hotel, I am going to do a comparison of the 572 and the 462. I got them in my job box. I don't know if I'll pull them out. I may not, but I am going to do a review on those two saws. So anyway, You guys stay safe. I hope you have a good day. Be nice to your neighbors. Open the door for a lady. Just be kind to one another. You know, let's start lifting each other up instead of tearing each other down. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys on the next one. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all are doing good. We are on our way to our safety meeting to start the season off. So this is just kind of a little backstory. I am a mainline operator for an underground company. So we do water, sewer, storm, culverts, big culverts, whatever. And so when I was living back home in Michigan, I used to work in the woods. And I was looking at starting my own business back then. And so I had gotten together with a sales rep, and I had demoed a processor and a forwarder. And I was going to buy those two pieces of equipment. I was going to go out on my own. Well, so I had everything set up, and I was about a month out from finalizing everything, and the wood market took a crap. And I got really, really nervous because I was the new guy on the block. Foresters didn't know me other than, working at Osted's. And I'd have these payments right off the bat, but, how many contracts would I have to do in order to make those payments? Because I wouldn't get the top money timber. They're going to set me on the lower tracks. So I got scared and I didn't do it. Well, so then everything else just kind of started going to hell in a handbasket back home, and I said, I got to do something. And so I had a couple of buddies that were working out west, and I ended up moving out west, or working out west, and then I moved out here. And so I've been doing underground for 13, 14 years now, and I'm to the point now where I'm getting really sick of being away from home and being away from my family, especially now as my young ones are getting a little older, and I'm missing out on a lot of stuff that money can be replaced, but time cannot. And that is what I struggle with the most. So I thought long and hard about it last year, and I said to myself, I was going to start a business up years ago, and I never did. And I know there's a market for tree service work and firewood where I live, and stump grinding and landscaping, just all kinds of stuff. So I said, why not? Let's try it out. I know it's going to take some time, hence I'm, got to come back out here and do this whole out west thing and yada yada. But I'm hoping that in, a relatively decent amount of time that I get busy enough, or I can sustain being home and running my own show, and then just saying goodbye to life on the road. That's my hope. And I tell you what, the drive that I have will not allow this to fail. The drive to be home with my family is so strong. I will move mountains. I will do whatever I have to do. I'll go and clean people's gutters out if that's what it takes for me to staying home. I have no, I don't have a big chest. I don't need to have this job title, and if I don't have this job title, I'm nothing. I don't have that mentality. I don't care what I do. I'm gonna enjoy whatever it is. I'm not gonna go flip burgers because I wouldn't enjoy that. I'm not saying I would necessarily enjoy cleaning gutters either, but I would be outside in fresh air, I'd be moving around, I'd be doing stuff. See, the problem I have now is sitting in a backhoe for 12 hours, I go nuts. I don't like to sit for long periods of time. I just don't like to do it anymore. When I was younger, I loved it. And I had a passion for the trade, and I just don't anymore. There's no challenge. There's no, and it's not so, you know, it's that, but the other big portion of it is I'm sick of the drugs and the alcohol that is involved with working on the road. You know, I just don't care to be around that stuff.